I would like to call the Human Resources Committee to order. It is 5:34 on October 29th, 2018, and we are at Nashua High School North. Would you like to do the roll call?
Sure. Okay, Ms. Timmons?
Here.
Ms. Van Twyver is not here. Mrs. Porter is here. Mr. Mosher?
Yes.
Okay, and we also have Ms. O'Gara. We have Mrs. Oden and Mr. Guarino. I can't write as fast as I write. Okay.
Okay. We have a quorum.
We do.
Okay. On the agenda today, we have two items. It is the, I know what it is, the administrative recommendation for the interim principal at Fairground Elementary School, Ms. Hussey. We're moving forward with this candidate, and we would like you to step forward and take the seat in front of, can she take this one? Okay, that one. Just turn the button on.
This one right here?
Yes. First, I'd like to congratulate you.
Thank you
I had
very
a few
much.
interviews with you, and I like one thing about you is that whenever you speak about children, your eyes light up. Do you know that? They do.
I do. Thank you. Thank you very much. I
They do.
appreciate
They
that.
light up, and that made you go to almost the front in my mind of candidates. So could you, since the rest of us did not have that pleasure meeting you earlier, can you tell us something about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Colleen Hussey. I have been a second grade teacher for the past 8 years, 4 that I've spent in Bedford. Before that, I spent 4 years in the Concord School District. I've been a track and field as well as a cross-country coach for Manchester High School West for the past 9 years. It was my alma mater, and I went back after college. I have a passion with running. I also have a daughter, Madeline, who's 3, and 2 English bulldogs.
Oh, okay. You have any questions for Ms. Hussey? Mr. Mosier, do you have any questions? You have a resume in your packet from Friday?
Yes, I read the resume, and it looks like it's very good.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else have any questions?
The experience that she has. And I know that sometimes it's very difficult to, get all of the experience that you might desire, but everything takes time. You can't just come in and expect to, find somebody that's got, the age of Methuselah, and everything takes time. But the CDC has very good results with what she has done, and I think she's promising.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Odoms?
Yes, thank you, and welcome, Ms. Hussey. I have a question. Looking at your resume, you're presently now in a principal internship in Bedford?
I am not. That concluded at the end of last school year.
Oh, okay. And that's why I was asking about that. I thought that's a long internship. We usually do them for a year. Okay.
No, yes, correct. It was a full year last year.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
One other question. What was it about Nashua that was appealing to you to apply for this? Because this is an interim position. So I'm just wondering, what was the appeal of our school district?
Well, certainly Nashua, I know, has a high rigor for academic success with their students and has a great relationship with students and families at the school level. I'm also interested in working in a Title I school that continues to challenge students academically and meet the needs that will help them continue to have successful academic careers.
Okay. Can I follow up on that, please?
Yeah.
Have you taught at a Title I school?
I have.
You have?
I have for 4 years. Concord was a fully Title I school. I also was the summer school coordinator there for 1 year. That was the Title I funded program.
Okay, thank you. And we have a real strong summer school program. I know we visited Fairgrounds Elementary this year, and they're working with the Boys and Girls Club, and
Yes.
they had a great summer program.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Mr. Guarino?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I don't have a question. I just wanted to get your thoughts on one issue. Oh, I also, first I want to say welcome to our district.
Thank you.
Given your background with cross-country running, you probably understand how important it is to get our kids moving.
Yes.
Especially today in 2018, there are a lot less kids walking to school or taking their bicycles to school than there were, say, 20 years ago. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on safe routes to schools and how at Fairgrounds it has a lot of sidewalks. It's fairly urban, so it's kind of a good kind of in a good position to get more kids walking and biking to schools. I just wanted to get your thoughts on this, some of the obstacles in the way, and some of the things we can do to improve that.
Well, certainly any opportunity for children to get outside in the fresh air and do any exercise of any kind is important for not only their social and emotional well-being, but also for their academic rigor in the classroom. I think researching safe ways that children can get to and from home and school is essential. Having conversations with families and seeing how the families feel about having groups walk in certain areas. I know when I was younger, I walked to school every day, and there was a group of us that walked together. So maybe researching some opportunities for that, and certainly making sure that the areas around the school where the children would be walking are in a safe area.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Ms. Porter?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. I see that you have some experience with Lucy Caulkins, and I know that that's an initiative that we have, so could you talk a little bit about your experience with that?
Sure. I think Lucy Caulkins does an amazing job at allowing students to become fantastic writers, to own their writing, and to appreciate the process and understand that through that process there's going to be a lot of change and opportunity for growth. Lucy does a great job with her workshop in allowing the teacher to do the mini lesson and then have the students go off and do their own learning on their own while the teacher gets to check in through conferencing and sharing in order to make sure that the students have continued their growth along the way. And it also provides a lot of great feedback that students can learn about themselves as writers through the sharing process, partner sharing, whole group sharing, and the publishing portion of that.
Have you done anything with the reading, Lucy Caulkins reading?
I have not done anything with the Lucy Caulkins reading, but I am familiar with the Fountas and Pinnell reading, guided reading,
Oh, good. Okay.
and different aspects like that.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have any other questions? If not, then I'd like to move to accept Ms. Hussey for the interim assistant principal at Fairground Elementary School at $73,500.
Second?
Okay, can we have a roll call?
Yep. Okay, Ms. Timmons?
Yes.
Mrs. Porter votes yes. Mr. Mosher?
Yes.
Our motion passes. Congratulations.
Thank you very
good.
much.
And welcome to Fairground.
Thank you so much.
Okay. that's
Have a
it.
great night.
You too.
Thank you.
The next. Huh? Yeah, welcome aboard. Yes. Okay. The next thing we have is our personnel recommendation dated October 29, 2018. Are there any questions regarding that? Yes, Ms. Odom?
Yes, I've been seeing these come by for a lot of years, and there's one position in here, I don't know if it's new, I see more than one person in this, but an audio-visual coordinator.
Could you put it?
The audio-visual coordinator is in the teacher contract under the advisor, the list of all the advisors.
Okay.
And it's at the 3 middle schools. And then there's usually a para that does it at the 2 high schools. But the 3 middle schools have an audio-visual coordinator. Is this the one for the high school though?
I think it's middle school. Number 7.
Yep. There's one in number 11.
And
They're
what exactly do they do?
I think they take care of all the equipment, and like if I went to Nashua High South to do a POPs presentation, that person would be there and have everything set up and the mic and all that kind of stuff. And I think they go around and they keep inventory of what they have, and they go around and help set up for events and things like that.
Okay.
It's a stipend position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's like $374 a year. It's not a lot.
No.
Right. But they're co's. There's 2 of them, so they're splitting the stipend.
Are you spending the $374?
No, but if you notice, number 7 and then number 11 are splitting the position.
Yes, but
So
they
that
both
amount
get
is
doubled.
the amount that you see of 374, it's, the total is 750.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Any other questions? Nadia? I mean,
Not a
Ms. Owen,
question,
sorry.
but I do want to say how happy I was to see a very experienced teacher come into the 5th grade position at Fairgrounds Elementary School, where we're losing Ms. Ackerman to bicentennial as the assistant principal, but it's nice to see somebody with a lot of experience coming into that position, so thank you. It's tough.
And I believe that teacher is also principal certified as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, good. I'm glad we found a person that had the experience there, because that won't be easy. It's always hard coming in after the year has started, so thank you.
Any other questions? Mr. Mosier, on personnel recommendations? Do you have any
No,
questions?
I can echo the thoughts of the others that looking to see a well-qualified teacher going into the 5th grade at that school. I think that that's a very important location, because the students are at that point where they're facing a transition into another school. So I think it's very important to have a good teacher and someone who can, be there and qualified to help these students. So yes, I think it's very good position,
All right,
very good timing, everything.
Thank you, Mr. Mosier. Ms. Porter? Mr. Carino? Okay, then I move to accept the personnel recommendations dated October 29, 2018.
Okay, second.
Okay, can
Second.
Oh, okay, Mr.
Okay.
Mosier.
I have a roll call on that?
Okay, Ms. Timmons?
Yes.
Mrs. Porter votes yes. Mr. Mosier?
Yes.
Okay, 3 yes, 0 no. Motion passes.
Okay, we have no other business, and our next HR meeting is November the 26th, 2018. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor? Aye.
Favor aye, okay.
Adj-
The time is
Is 6:46.
6:40.